Hey beautiful soul stars, welcome to Starlight, Starbright Tarot. I hope you're all well. Love, light and blessings to each and every one of you for a beautiful day. Okay, and thank you to those who are subscribing. Many blessings to you. And I received a really lovely comment today. And that was very nice to hear that the readings resonate, and hopefully making a difference in your life in some way. Okay, love to you. And it makes me feel nice. It makes me feel good. So thank you for that. Yeah, so building on that, this morning's fortune cookie, for those who haven't seen it, is society. Great opportunities for networking, great opportunities for love, for singles. Say yes to all the invitations coming your way. So, and invitations don't necessarily mean that you're actually getting an invitation in the mail or in emails or whatever, or from people who want you to pay $1,000 to do something. No, don't do that unless it's something that you can afford and you really want to do it. But, just remember that the divine all, the angels, your ancestors, loved ones, all the unseen, all of the universe, they send you messages in different ways. You might be just scrolling and something might just catch your eye and you see an event in your local area, or, you think, that sounds good. It could even be a Zoom or something like that, where you're connecting with other people. And you think to yourself, yeah, I'm going to go. So, it could be a local library, could, be a local art gallery or something like that, a writing course. So, you go along and you might be disappointed. You might think, oh God, it's just more of the same. Yes, but the divine will reward you for your perseverance, for following the instructions, for accepting the, God's invitation, your angelic guide, your angelic guides will be really chuffed that you followed, because they can't align everything, in the way that you exactly want. But the more you start kind of following your intuition, following your guidance, following those whispers, those good, beautiful whispers, the more the angels will see that you're persevering. They'll see that you are getting into a routine. And they'll put people on your path who you can vibe with. So be patient, be perseverant, and if you get an invitation from the divine all, or from, or in the 3D, and you think, yeah, I'm going to do that, but when the time comes you get lazy about it, don't get lazy about it, go and do it. Anyway, let's get on with the tarot reading. Love to you guys. And we're using the handle tarot cards today. So that came out fast. We'll take 3. Okay, we'll take 3. Whoop, that's 2. And we'll take that as 3. Oh, we have these. They must have flipped when I was shuffling. Okay, so we'll keep that for I'll just get one for the bottom of the deck. We might take another one actually. No. It's a shuffle-thon, maybe 3's enough, right. And one for the bottom of the deck. Oh, 9 of Swords. In this deck, it's called, and then 9 of Pentacles. So, 9 of Swords. It's called Cruelty in this deck, but the 9 of Swords in the traditional deck is when we see somebody up at night in their bed, they're having nightmares, they're stressed, they're crying, they're worried. 9 is all about not individuality, but 9's all about retreat. It can be the Hermit card, taking time alone, feeling alone. Perhaps, you really feel like life has served you an injustice and you haven't found your people yet. You haven't found that special person yet. But yeah, so 9 of Swords, very stressed out, all up in your head, that kind of thing. So, perhaps, these are words, these are invitations, perhaps this is your experience, you accept invitations, you try and be sociable, and it kind of just turns into a nightmare for you, because you just think to yourself, God, is there anyone out there? Is there anyone out there who vibes with me? Do I have to feel so alone even in a crowd, is what I'm getting. So, just know that with the 9 of Swords, this is a dark night of the soul as well. This is when you get so low. you know, that you just don't know if you can keep going. And of course, yes, you can. You know, have some chamomile tea, have some milk with honey in it. When you can't sleep, don't turn to drugs if you can help that. And we have the magician here. So, you know, that's going to a show, that's on stage, a public profile of some kind. So, you know, the magician is in the upright isn't all bad. Yes, there's shady stuff going on behind the scenes, there's secrets behind the scenes, but it's a secret to how they do something. You know, a magic act, if we knew how they did it, we wouldn't bother to watch, would we? So you're going to go to some kind of show, the person's very gifted, very talented, they have a lot of information to part, you know, to part to you. It could be something to do with mysteries and yeah, things like that. But it could be anything really, because of the magician has the four, you know, each of the four elements at his disposal, and he creates some kind of alchemy. This could transform your way of thinking or your way of seeing things as well. Yeah, it could also be to do with the mind, you know, magic acts and the mind, and or trying to, you know, release your mind to be creative, things like that. So it could be a creative endeavor. And then we have virtue, 3 of Wands. So here it's virtue, and virtue is, you know, if you don't know what virtue is, it's the 7 virtues is the opposite of the 7 deadly sins. But 3 of Wands is generally, you know, looking out into the world. In the traditional Rider-Waite, we see somebody on a precipice looking over a body of water with ships coming in, waiting for something to, you know, to come in. Maybe you don't think you can afford to go to a show. Maybe you don't think you can afford it. You know, you're waiting for your trade ships to come in. You're waiting for some money. You're waiting for something so that you can start to live your life. But the thing is, you know, you can't wait for things in order to live your life. There are plenty of free activities in your local area. Often, you know, people who are starting out in art galleries, you know, they have free openings with a glass of champagne for everyone and some nibblies. You know, even if you don't like art, just, you know, go and try it out is what I'm getting. So the 3 of Wands, you know, you're standing, you're waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for an opportunity. Well, there's an opportunity coming your way to go out into the world and to start enjoying yourself in small ways. You know, at the moment, a lot of people are stressed and worried about what's going on in the world, doom scrolling. And yes, there are terrible things going on in the world. But this has been, I mean, I've been on the planet for quite a long time. And, you know, every generation has its doom and gloom. So, you know, it's how we decide to live our lives among the doom and gloom. You know, like ascended masters and gurus would tell us, you know, we should be able to walk among the chaos and be peace. So, you know, that's what we strive for. That's the ultimate of enlightenment. And then we have the Son of Stones in the West, Prince of Stones. So we have the Prince of Pentacles here, and, you know, we have Native American Indian people here. This is wisdom. This is the wise person. You might be interested in going to smokehouses. You might be interested in doing something with the American Indian people. Going to some kind of retreat, you know, that kind of thing. You know, perhaps you want to try something new when it comes to spirituality and health and these sorts of things. I'm getting ayahuasca for some of you as well. So yeah, so 9 of Swords, you know, you've been under a lot of stress, and, you know, maybe going out is stressful for you. Maybe you're not sure what to expect. But, you know, you are also the magician. You have all the elements at your disposal to put yourself out there, to put yourself out on stage. You might be called to come on stage is what I'm getting as well, because this person's standing at a precipice looking out. You could be looking out over an audience or something like that. You know, you're called out on stage. So, and that could be a little bit, you know, you're like, that could stress you a little bit, but, you know, it'll actually give you an experience. It'll give you an enjoyable experience to talk about. And also with 3 of Wands, you know, this is intuitive energy, this is power energy, this is fire energy, passionate energy. Reigniting your passions, you know, is what's important. So you could even end up meeting 2 or 3 other people. It could even just be a small crowd. Yeah. So, but the Prince of Stones is the Prince of Pentacles, you know, going forward, there could be a networking opportunity, a business opportunity here for you, a business proposal, even a job offer or something like that. It could even be an activity regarding work and things like that as well. Like people say the Prince of Pentacles is the, you know, offers marriage, but that's actually the Prince of Cups. So, yeah, so, you know, going out into the world. And also, you know, you have ancient ancestor wisdom here. You know, you might have a shaman or something like that, or someone like that. You may have a shaman or someone like that as a spirit guide. So you might be interested in things like that. So whatever, you know, you think you might be interested in, you should give it a go, is what I'm getting to say to you. And I just want to do one more pentacle. And that Nine of Pentacles keeps wanting to come up. It's on, you know, it's sort of on the bottom of on the top of the bottom of the deck. It would have been the next card if I'd kept them upright. Well, it would have been the next card, so we'll take it. So material gain. So, you know, this is the thing when we network, you know, you might say, you know, oh yeah, you know, start chatting to someone, you know, this person's, you know, offering you something, you know, they're offering you their time and attention, because Pentacles are about time as much as they are about money. You know, somebody's offering you the time and attention, you know, and they think with the Nine of Pentacles here, you know, that's somebody who's independent, financially well off, you know, beautiful, nurturing. It's the Empress in the Minor Arcana. You know, this person perceives you as somebody who has a lot of skills, even a lot of experiences. So, you know, they're viewing you as this extremely wonderful, independent person. But they could actually end up offering you a job, or you could get a job out of this. You might say, oh, you know, I'm unemployed at the moment. These are my skills, just chatting. You're not, you know, because this is about networking. You're just chatting away, and you kind of tell them your situation, and they could offer you a job that takes you to the Nine of Pentacles, that takes you from the Nine of Swords to the Nine of Pentacles. So this could also be, you know, a business course of some kind as well. So we'll keep going. Let's get a... And then we have the Moon. Yeah, so, you know, deep emotions here, a lot of stress, getting down deep into the core of what stresses you. You know, you're needing some kind of release. You're kind of stressed. You're keeping things to yourself. You know, you're suffering in silence with the Moon here. You know, this is kind of illusions and delusions as well. I mean, you can go mad if you just live inside your own head. You can go, this could be insanity. You know, like maybe you're worried you're going to go insane if you don't meet, you know, some people who you can vibe with. Well, you're about to meet someone, a masculine here, or if maybe a feminine who approaches you. They will approach you, and you'll have a lot of things to talk about. You may have a lot of things in common. But also they're interested in your business ideas, in your business mind. They find that interesting that you might have, you know, these business ideas, and an offer could come from that. So there is an offer coming here, and it could be to do with business. That's networking. But then we said love for singles as well. You know, maybe you've been sent mad, gaslighted, sent insane by delusional partners. You know, they're delusional. When we hang around insane people, we go insane. You know, so maybe this is it. You've had too many people around you who are just effing insane, and there's plenty of them. So this is a test of your strength, so, you know, and how you can get back up again. So the Magician, you know, you're very gifted and talented. Go to that show. Go and get moving. Do those things. Oh, Ten of Swords of Ruin. So the Ten of Swords, you know, the worst is over. What's the worst thing that can possibly happen? So, you know, you may be going through some kind of grief that needs to be overcome. With the Nine of Swords here and the Ten of Swords, that is grief. Grief over someone, possibly a passed over loved one or something like that, or just a grief for all that grieving for all you've lost, partnerships that haven't worked, you know, financial ventures maybe that haven't worked, whatever it is. There's a lot of grief here. So you could end up going to grief counseling, but the angels want you to know, the divine all wants you to know, God wants you to know that, you know, you can't stay stuck like this. The worst is over. It's time to venture back out into the world with that Three of Wands, knowing that you're being guided and know that you're being protected. So there's trauma here as well. There could be something here to do with trauma counselling. Either you're a counsellor, or, you know, and this is what you deal with, or maybe you want to go to some kind of group counseling, you know, but you're afraid. You're afraid of telling and speaking, you know, you're afraid of speaking your mind, you're afraid of telling, you know, your deepest fears. You're afraid of kind of looking down deep into yourself because you're afraid you're not going to get back up again. But yes, you are. You're going to move out into the world and you're going to be inspired, and you're going to be an inspiration to those around you, you know, picking yourself up, moving forward, saying yes to what's coming your way. And we have the Father of Stones in the West, the King of Stones, the King of Pentacles. So with virtue here as well. So there's a King of Pentacles here that could be coming into your life, or perhaps you're going to become the King of Pentacles no matter what sex you are. And yeah, this is kind of like big business. It's a beginning, you know, a job interview even, which will be successful with this Nine of Pentacles is what I'm getting as well. So this could even be an invitation for a job interview. You know, maybe you're really stressed about this. Let go of all the stress as much as you possibly can. Perhaps you're over preparing, you know, try not to stress yourself too much, because if it's meant for you, if you have all the qualities, Nine of Pentacles, that this person's looking for, or these people are looking for, you're going to get the job. So don't stress about that. So this could be to do with an interview. You could be offered an invitation to interview, and you will be successful with that Nine of Pentacles is what I'm getting. So there's definite success here for you. You're all up in your head, you're worried, you're stressed. Oh, the Sun, yeah, be optimistic. You're going to feel you're going to go from this to this in no time. You just, you know, it's just getting out. It's just going to make you feel more optimistic. It's going to make you happier. You know, you're going to feel very, very happy. But also, there's somebody who views you as very optimistic, as happy, joyful. So, you know, perhaps at home at night, this is how you feel. You know, nighttime's always the worst. But, you know, when you're out and about and looking your best and, you know, being among people, you shine very brightly. So it's kind of like, yeah, you shine very brightly. But also this person's very optimistic about you. They feel like they've met somebody that they can have happiness and joy with is what I'm getting. So, you know, love for singles is definitely here on the cards. There's a beautiful big rose here, flowers. You could actually, if it could be something as simple as, you know, going and doing flower arranging, or making paper flowers or something like that. But yeah. So Four of Wands, and Four of Wands, perfection. So the Four of Wands tells us that, you know, there's renewal here, there's an event here, there's people who will welcome you, you'll enjoy it so much. There could also be an opportunity here that you will receive a new job, that you will be able to move to a new home. You could even be invited to someone's home, to a party even, you know, and again, this is stressing you out, maybe, you know, because you're going solo. You know, you might go with a couple of friends, but I'm getting you going solo somewhere. But the Four of Wands tells us of marriage, you know, and the Nine of Pentacles tells us that you're single, and, you know, that you're beautiful and that you look like you have money even if you don't. And the Four of Wands tells us, you know, of partnerships, of coming together, engagements, marriages, events. So that's beautiful. So yeah, coming out of defeat and into, you know, because we've got the Five of Swords here, you know, coming out of this mental anguish, coming out of feeling defeated, coming, you know, you just sort of think to yourself, God, I can't take any more stress. I can't keep putting myself out there and being rejected. You know, you're not going to be rejected. But go slow as well. You know, be silent, be quiet, be the observer. That's what the Nine of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite deck tells us. You know, she's standing there, she's waiting, looking beautiful, or he is. And, you know, yeah, and, oh, what was I going to say? Oh, it slipped out of my mind. Yeah, and you're going to get noticed. Yeah, and you're going to get noticed. So coming out of defeat and, you know, and having your reputation restored as well. That could be something else, you know, having your reputation restored is very important here. So, sorry, I lost my thought there, so I don't know. It just went straight out of my head, completely blank. Well, that's the thing too. Oh yeah, you just have to be, completely blank, and I'm thinking silence. That's what thank you, divine angels. They tell me things in funny ways. So yeah, so it's kind of like, yeah, just be silent, be the observer. You know, just observe what's going on, and you know, somebody's going to approach you. They are very optimistic. They're kind of a happy person, maybe even a bit of a joker is what I'm getting, but not the Black Knight type joker. Yeah, they like to have fun, you know, they might tell you jokes, and it's going to open your heart with this rose here as well. So there's strong Leo energy here, strong air energy. You know, Nine of Pentacles is Earth, Virgo energy. So, you know, we've got Leos here, we've got Capricorns here, Virgos, Geminis. A fair woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, grey or white hair. This could be you. You know, you're a woman, possibly with fair hair, or maybe you've had a lot of strife and trouble. This could be your mother. This could be somebody who's caused you a lot of problems and, you know, made you feel isolated, separated you maybe from people you love, or made you not feel worthy. But also this could be you, you know, going out into the world, coming out of this, you know, terror. You know, like this is PTSD, you know, this is trauma. You've had a lot of hardship and blessings and love to you, but you know, you're going to pick yourself up and you're going to keep going. That's what I'm getting to say to you. So you could actually meet a fair woman that's also going to help you and assist you to come out of this darkness and into the light. So we'll just get another one of these. Shield, you need to defend yourself. You know, this is the thing, you know, this constant need to defend yourself. Yeah, you know, maybe you've had partnerships where you've always had to feel you need to defend yourself. This is something that you need to try and overcome. Know that you are protected. And in order to defend yourself, you don't have to say anything. If people say things to you that upset you, you don't have to actually say anything to them. You can just move along, excuse yourself, go to the bathroom or whatever it is. But, you know, this constant need to defend yourself, people virtue signaling, you know, making you feel less than. So this could also be to do with defense, police officers and things like that for some reason. I'm getting, and tea leaf, haystack, karma, you will reap what you have sown. So it's kind of like here, people have reaped what they have sown. Anyone who's hurt or harmed you, they're going to reap what they have sown. But you are going to reap what you have sown, and look at what you're sowing, the seeds that have been planted for you for your future, to give you a bright and optimistic future. Anyone that, you know, seeks to harm you will be blocked by the divine, and they will have instant karma. They'll stub their toe, a drink will be thrown on them. Maybe you'll throw, no, don't throw drinks on people. But you know, what you're reaping is Nine of Pentacles. I mean, what you're reaping is Nine of Pentacles, Four of Wands. You're reaping this, you know, the Sun. You know, you're getting the offers, you're getting the accolades, you're getting some kind of elevation, reputation restored and things like that. So, you know, don't be afraid, be brave, go into the future. And we have Diamond, you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. So, you know, this is the thing as well. Somebody will give you a gift of a diamond. I don't know where to put this. We'll put it there. You know, this will be a gift for you. It could end up in a marriage with the Four of Wands here. It could be a marriage proposal after all. So there you go, made to eat my own words. Yeah, affairs with your family. So, you know, you've had a lot of trouble with your family in the past, present, and maybe, you know, right now. That's all coming to an end. Disappointments in some affair. You've had a lot of disappointments, and the scissors are going this way, cutting the ties that bind, you know, feeling defensive. But you're going to be given a precious gift. The gift of love is what I'm getting. Advice from a friend. So, you know, you've got a friend coming your way. And do something risky, take a chance. There's Tiger here, you know, so you're being put to the test, you know. For you, this is a risk, you know, you feel like you're taking a big risk and it will pay off. Compliments from an admirer. So, you know, take the risk, it'll pay off. You'll be able to identify those people who don't vibe with you. You'll be able to identify this. You be the tiger. You know, you be the you know, this is what you're afraid of, predatory behavior. You're afraid of the narcissist. You're afraid of people coming out of the woodwork and hurting you, because this is a lot of pain. This is a lot of suffering. So, but what I'm getting is that all will be well. You know, they want to hear what you have to say. They might actually ask you for advice, you know, that kind of thing, because the dog's sort of going towards this Prince of Stones. Yeah, so, you know, go out into the world, enjoy your life, all will be well. And we'll just get the card from here. Oh, we have prosperity on the bottom. So you will prosper. People will reap what they've sown. You know what to do. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. Leadership. It's time for you to assume your leadership power, position, and lovingly guide others. So that could be you moving into the future as well, is, you know, like taking all of this pain, turning it into power and putting it into action. So, you know, you may end up, you know, counseling others or assisting others in some way who've been through the same sort of traumas as you. And clear cognizance. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you, as they are answered prayers. So, you know, your prayers are being answered. And compassion. Soften your heart with respect to this situation and all the people involved, including yourself. So don't go in with preconceived ideas. Don't go in with, you know, feeling doubt and worry and stress. Don't go in feeling like you've got to defend yourself. Try to go in with positivity and optimism. And at the end of the day, still the mind, take a breath, stand there and look amazing, or sit there and look amazing wherever you're going. And you are going to be happy. There's happiness here for you, stability financially and happiness. So you take the chance, take a risk, and, you know, don't run away at the first sign of trouble. Stand your ground, that you've done nothing wrong is what I'm getting to say to you. So love to you guys. Bye.